You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
That'll be script reads me.
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The share of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 We trade actors, motherfucker.
Good day to you all. Welcome to the new. I'm your host, Randy Perham, the one and only. Yes, the one and only. Seriously, I am the only Randy Perham in the world. No, but that's a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It could be a good thing. You know, it depends. Perspective. Anyways, happy Friday. Happy motivated, fantastic Friday. Happy fantastic Friday, not motivated Monday. Happy fantastic Friday. I hope you all had a great week so far. Mine was quite busy. But before I get to that, I want to take the moment, like we do every Friday. It is Remember Everyone Deployed Friday, Red Friday. And I'd like to salute the men and women who are serving our nation around the world, protecting our freedoms and our way of life, although it's jacked up at the moment, but that's okay. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you and your commitments and sacrifices to our great nation that is quickly going downhill. We salute you and we thank you for what you do and your service. So, but this week, so like I said, it was quite a busy week. Just a lot going on. St. Patrick's Day this week. Had a Zoom call with my siblings, and we kind of a St. Patty's Day party virtually because they're in Chicago or around Illinois, and I'm here. So we decided to do a Zoom from home type of thing and throw back shots and drink and talk smack to each other because we don't get together like that often, actually at all. So we my mom popped in. It was like, how did mom get the link to the call? So we said hello to mom and had a good time. We had a really good time. And then that night, well, that right before that party started, had an impromptu bingo with April, her mom, and our daughter. So we went to bingo thinking that we was gonna have the luck of the Irish and win, and we had the Irish and didn't time there though. Playing bingo and everything else. We also went last night impromptu. It was just April 9 that went last night, and we had a good time last night. I almost won. It was one ball away, but that's okay. A couple of games actually. But either way, so of course you all know by now, I think, anyways, that I am I picked back up on working on my book, and I started on it. I for some reason, well, I set it down because I had started school at the time. Started back on working on my master's, and so it was just like hectic, being in school, working, traveling, and all that good stuff. In 2018, it was just horrible timing to try to write a book. So I shelved it for the time being, and just I want to say it was last month. Last month I decided to pick back up on it, and the way I picked back up on it, it was still like in the beginning of the book, so it was like not even through chapter 1, and kind of wrote in there. I wrote in there that I'm not gonna go back and revise anything just to show you what transpired between 2018 and 2021. So now into chapter 2, I just started that last night, and although I'm still in school, I have a little bit more leverage with my time, so I can kind of balance it out. In the process of finishing reading, I want to say 5 books. Just finished the audiobook, and I got one more left, hour and a half on that one. Yeah, 5, 6 books. 6 books. 6 books I'm working on reading, on top of coursework reading. So my days of reading, and oh, by the way, articles and everything else to prepare for these shows and stuff like that, keeping up with the news and what's going on. So it's quite busy for me during the day and evenings and every day for that matter. But anyways, so I'm gonna jump to a commercial break real quick. It's not even a commercial, but it's a video that I want to share with you all that's gonna set the tone for today's show. And I want you to pay stark close attention to what this minister, this pastor, is conveying not only to his audience, but what he is conveying to you. Because I find it very important, given the situation and the times that we're in right now. Like I said, this video here, a friend of mine sent it to me. I appreciate you, Bruce. He sent this to me. He said, "This sounds like you." I said, "Okay, cool." So I reshared it on my page, and I am bringing it to you today. So check it out.
YouTube, and at 11 o'clock, I'm going to say to you the same thing I said in 8 o'clock. Write me, text me, email me, show me the immoral law that Trump has. Name one. I'll make it easy for you. Well, I didn't like his attitude. His attitude wasn't passed in the law. I didn't like the way he talked, me either, at times. But the way he talked wasn't law. I didn't like his use of profanity, me either. And I don't know why some of the preachers didn't like his use of profanity. I don't know what problem they had. Some of these people use it. But that's not law. I'm talking about law. When you pass law, you're saying something to God. See, and Sodom and Gomorrah made immorality law. They made abominable behavior law, and God destroyed them. I'm talking about law. Well, he was a racist. I don't know his heart. I'll leave that up to you, you little gods. But I know this, his policies weren't. But if he was, he didn't pass that into law. So he divided this country. No, CNN, MSNBC, and the networks divided this country. They called every everything racism. Everything is racist. You know what? Very few are bold enough or have the strength to say what I'm saying right now. And I make no apology. I make no apology. I don't back down at all. Send me something. I'm talking about law. I'm talking about law. And then now we're going to pray against it. God ain't going to hear.
Nope.
Bible teaches double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. You can't pray one way and vote and then expect God to undo what you voted in. You did that. Well, we can pray all you want, but you know what? It's law now. You women, now you got to compete with men, trying to get your scholarship. Little black girl, she already have enough. You already a double minority. You're a female, African American, and female trying to make it. And you can play ball, you can play basketball, but you know what? Guess what? All Johnny got to do now is call himself Janice, and he can get on the team, because he's going to make a better center than you. He'll be better on the post than you. I tell you, if you're going for the ball and he's going for the ball, he's going to beat you because he's stronger than you are. And now he's got your scholarship, and you are at Wendy's saying, do you want a number one or number two or number three? Because the opportunity to pass you by because a guy got your scholarship. And the sweet, lovable old man signed it into law.
Mm-hmm.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
I wouldn't necessarily say, I wouldn't disagree or agree that I sound like him. although the passion is probably parallel in a sense, but the delivery is definitely starkly different. He is very, very on point, and he just nails it. So I am not as articulate as I seem to some people, but it's okay. I'm working on it. I'm working on myself. I acknowledge my shortfalls, and I'm working on those things. But anyways, Russia and Biden. So Russia, and Joe Biden are in the middle of a exchange of words, and Biden. Sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, so your mouth ends up like this. But President of the actress Biden decided to call Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, a killer, and that obviously pissed them off over there. But Putin took offense to it and decided, hey, let's play a game. How about you and I have this discussion live broadcast to talk about this, because he knows that his mental faculties is not there to carry on a conversation. so Putin is like, okay, yeah, you want to, okay, got you. You want to talk crazy, okay. But outside of that, the Russia recalled the envoy of the U.S. to the league. What's wrong with your boy? Why is he internationally talking crap about me? And I can, and not that I am in defense of Russia or China or North Korea, because I'm about to get to those guys next. But you're sitting here, you know that you are not mentally capable to, or even administratively capable. And when I say administratively, look at the clown cabinet that we have right now. Like it's almost literally a clown cabinet. These are a vast majority of the cabinet was only picked because they wanted to be the first of whatever intersectionality category that they fall under. So it's like, and here it is. You're sending Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin over to the Asian region. Yeah, the you know what I'm trying to say, the Asian region over there, to have security talks with Japan and uh, South Korea. You got Kim Yo Jong. Now she's talking crap, telling everybody. Let me get out the picture here. I'm trying to get out the picture. There we go. She's talking crap, telling everybody, telling that if the United States wants to continue to sleep peacefully for the next 4 years, come over here and try to start anything. Folks, are we in a twilight zone? Like seriously, like are we in a twilight zone? You know, Kim Jong Un, he's like, I'm not even trying to talk to the United States. I don't even recognize the United States having a president right now because Trump is out of office. So I don't know what they got going on. So I'm not even talking to these guys. Because remember last week I talked about how the United States, this new administration with an asterisk, is trying to reach out to North Korea to resume talks on denuclearization. They're not even trying to hear them. They're like, whatever. So it, for the last 6 years, 5 years, everybody spoke of how Donald Trump was the lack of the world. And what people fail to realize is none of these jokers was pulling these stunts that they're pulling right now. So was Trump really the laughing stock, or is Biden the laughing stock? If these people are not even acknowledging him as the president of the United States, number one. They're not even trying to talk. They're challenging him to a open debate to have a discussion because they know that he won't know what the hell he's talking about. That to me is embarrassing. Number one. Number two, that is what would be the defining moment of a laughing stock. If we want, once again, this is not about trying to defend Trump. This is not. This is just comparing apples to oranges. No intended there. We have North Korea, and just yesterday, a U.S. delegation had talks with China, and they got into a heated exchange in front of the media, and they were like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. We're breaking protocol, guys. Let's get the media out the room so we can have this discussion." And then China was like, "Nah, bump that. Y'all are hypocritical. Y'all want to sit up here and try to point fingers to what we're doing to our people, to what we got going on in our country. Your country is in in uproar right now over all kinds of social injustices, and you try to point the finger at us? Please, that's what China is like. And to be honest, I can't blame them for having that position. I can't. If we're gonna be real about stuff today, I can't blame them. Here it is. You got a a bunch of folks running around doing whatever because you have a president that's sitting there saying, I'm here to appease everybody and everything. That's not leadership, that's likership. I held that class a long time ago. Or maybe I'm gonna have to bring that back as a refresher for the government. Because I know the government is watching. They always keep trying to censor me. So maybe I'm gonna bring that back. Understand the difference between leadership and likership. Because this administration is not getting it. You got a crisis down at the border. You got the Texas governor deploying troops to try to get a handle on this crisis of what is deemed to be actually a national security issue. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And then, oh, by the way, Congress decides to pass um, legislation to pave the way for what was it, 2 million DACA kids to get their citizenship. Which I got. I have no problem with that, really, because they already been here. They already going to school, got jobs, they grew up here, whatever. Got no problem with just saying, okay, you're assimilated into the to our society. Welcome, boom, you're a citizen. However, you got here illegally, but okay, that's a different conversation. But they're paving the way, setting a precedent for more people to try this system, which is what's going on right now in Texas, in Arizona, in California. We can't even take care of our own people that's been born and raised here. Homelessness just at a magnitude of unbelievableness. I was just on a Zoom call last night, uh, listening to the candidates for the mayoral race in Alaska, and the number one concern was the vagrancy homelessness that's going on in Alaska. The number one concern. And it was like, I want to say it was like 12 candidates. A couple of them I could not take seriously at all. One of them thought he was Barack Obama. Like seriously. From the hand gestures to the break in speech. I mean, it was comical. But anyway, anyways, back to this. We have the administration, we have administration representatives, Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense over in Asia right now, trying to set the tone for American policy when it comes to foreign relations with Asian countries in terms of global security, regional security, cybersecurity with the United States. And you're on a three front challenge that we are not currently equipped to handle. And I'm gonna say we're not currently equipped because it's being demonstrated because you have these four folks. When I say four, three, but four, because Kim Jong and Kim Yo Jong, brother and sister, president and vice president in a sense, of North Korea, Vladimir Putin of Russia, Xi Jinping, China. We have three countries, two of which are just about, probably I would say, economically as stable as the United States, if not more, ready to come kick our ass. And our allies are kind of like just sitting back, like, how's this gonna play out? That's what they're doing. Literally, that's what they're doing. We got an official out of NATO, a scientist out of NATO, just got busted. Just saw this pop up. Just got busted for being a spy for China. So I don't know if this is all just front wash to, I guess you could say, to put on a front wash, put on a front from the Biden administration to show like, hey, I'm gonna talk smack and we're gonna be telling like we're at each other's throats so we can divert the attention from our business dealings that we've been having for these last few years. Because that's what it kind of seems like to me. So I want to bring that to your attention. Let's not sweep that under the rug. But there's a possibility. This all could be false outside of North Korea. North Korea, they just ain't they're not playing ball. But China and Russia may be playing ball intentionally with the United States, with this administration, to divert and deflect from what's going on in undercurrents. It could be. I could be wrong. but I doubt it. I doubt it. But anyways, folks, we're gonna jump to a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back. Got a lot to unpack today. I told you today's show's gonna be weak.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Every adventure starts with a great cup of coffee.
That's what we're trying to do. We're fueling people to go do epic shit in life.
When I was roasting coffee 1 pound at a time in the back tailgate of a government truck, my service rifle was laying right there next to my 1 pound coffee roaster.
The symbology of Black Rifle Coffee, everybody went to a basic training, and during that process, they ended up shooting a Black Rifle.
When we think about the last 20 years of the post 9/11 veteran experience, the one common piece of equipment that binds us all is the Black Rifle.
That was your service rifle. And that's kind of a tribute to our service and what we want to serve as the coffee company.
It goes all the way back from the genesis of the country in 1773. It was the Boston Tea Party. From that point forward, America made coffee a hot drink of choice. All the way back to the birth of America has been fueled by coffee. That's why it's so special. The musket all the way through to the M4, the two other things there are rifles, coffee, service, right? I think those are the things that connect a lot of different veterans throughout the generations. It's heritage, it's service, and so kind of the whole thing is like we're fueled by coffee, connected by service.
It stems from a value proposition or something that we absolutely believe in. That's what we're trying to do. We're fueling people to go do epic shit in life, but then we're all connected through this post-service or in-service aspect of raising our right hand and believing in, the American dream and what it stands for to be an American. And for me, that's hyper unifying.
There's people who are constantly in harm's way serving our country, and we need to facilitate them getting coffee as a priority for what we're trying to do as a company.
This company is about the customer. The customers are the company. It's one big ecosystem. And we serve coffee to the same type of people that we are, so they're one and the same.
It's this constant drive to constantly be evolving what we're doing to give our customers a better coffee experience. Whether that's a new steep bag, instant coffee, or exclusive coffee that's from a different type of origin country. The same drive that puts people from basic training into the infantry, into a type of special operations capacity, it's this constant evolution of trying to better yourself. And that's exactly what we're doing when it comes to coffee, is offering better products on a regular cadence to have a better experience as a customer.
We have the mission to provide coffee and culture to people that love America.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Hey, welcome back. So, Winter Wonderland, my brain, for the last weeks or so. Listen to this woman here, MSNBC. I don't understand. I'm not. I really don't like bashing people. Can't tell, right? But no, seriously, I really don't like coming after other media personalities and what have you, for reasons because it is these kind of things that their platform is their platform. That is what pays the bills for them. And I respect that, and I get that. However, what I dislike is this genuine misinformation, disinformation, and pushing false fake narratives. I can't stand it. If it's one thing to you know say this is how you feel or think about something, if it is in fact true. But when you're pushing things that your panel knows that are inherently false information, I put it like this: passion and hyperbole does not equate to facts. I'll say that again. Passion and hyperbole does not equate to facts. And what I mean by that is this: you can't sit there and just be like, I can't, you don't understand how it is to live as a black person every day. You go out your house and you're attacked. First off, you're not attacked every day as a black person. Hyperbole, passion, pounding on desks, making a fist, pointing fingers, the knife hand. Just because you're doing all that does not make it true. And I say that because this last couple weeks ago, Joy Reid had a couple of panelists on her show. One of them, which him and I highly favor, Dr. Jason Johnson. Um, I had when he first started making his regular appearances on CNN and MSNBC. I had people calling me and texting me a couple years back. Randy, you on TV? And I'm like, if I was on TV, why would you call me and ask me if I'm on TV? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they, go to CNN. And I'm like, and I was like, whoa, it's look chunkier than I am, but I can see the resemblance there. But anyways, but this discussion that transpired was in regards to Texas opening up, and Joy Reid had the audacity. I mean, folks, literally, this is you can go YouTube this. I was gonna play it, but this was part of someone else's segment, and so I didn't want to. It was 11 minutes long. It was their analysis, but I did see. Anyways, I did see her segment of what she was talking about, and she's pointing to the only reason why Texas wanted to open up so badly, folks. I can't make this stuff up. Is that because the white people in Texas want the black and brown people to get back to making their states. What? uh, first off, I don't think there's enough states in Texas for everybody, white people to get a stake from black and brown people. I don't think enough. Maybe wrong. I don't know. But outside of that, why would you even call that? Like, what were you thinking about when you was putting together your show to say, I want to talk about Texas opening up and how black people are being victimized so they can have to cook for white people. Now, my birthday weekend was spent in Houston. I would tell you about 90% of the places I went to was serviced by white people. Okay, I'm just saying. So by that metric, was this reverse racism on my part? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we going to do this. Then, oh, by the way, when we came back home, we went to an hibachi grill place, and our chef, ironically enough, yes, hibachi, you think automatically it's going to be some Asian descent person cooking. No, had a white guy, a white chef, very good, that served our table. So, and I'm here in Texas. So I have yet to run across anybody of black and brown cooking for white people on the basis of opening back up. I missed it. So I mean, help me help you. That's one of my models on LinkedIn. Help me help you. So, but then she goes on. There's another segment. I can't remember now what it was, but she has this history. She has this history on MSNBC to bring up race or how something is systemically racist, how somebody or says, oh, I remember now. She mentions how the GOP, just the Republicans, would be willing to exchange the tax incentives, the tax breaks and everything, just so they'd be able to use the N word. Once again, this is part of this gentleman's segment, but it popped up again. And I thought to myself, without listening to his analysis, because I really didn't pay attention to his analysis too much, I thought to myself immediately, like, last time I checked, you don't need to be paying taxes or or have an income or whatever to utilize the N word. And when I say the N word, I mean nigger. You just don't. Black folks, we use the word all day, every day in some capacity. So what I'm talking about, like you're race hustling, race baiting, general society on national TV, saying straight up stupid, ignorant stuff for no reason. And like I said, just because you put passion and hyperbole behind it does not make it fact. I'm sorry, Joy. It just doesn't. I was putting together this show. I Googled, just so I have a little bit more background information, American TV host, not even a journalist. Granted, I'm not going to take away from her accolades, what she's accomplished and achieved over the years of being in TV and all that good stuff. I'm not taking away from that. But just understand that you're not even credited as a journalist. You're labeled as American TV host. And I see why. I'm a TV host. Not trying to be in journalism. Not trying to report on anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions on the current events and the news that has already transpired. Delivering breaking news or catching breaking news and bringing it to you. Although it may be something that popped up and I may say, hey, this is breaking news. And I'm reporting what it is that's already been reported. There's a difference. My audience understands where I stand on issues and what's going on. Your audience looks to you to be informed about something. And you're doing them a disservice. Folks, we'll be right back.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Have you heard about Thrive? It's a question asked 1,000 times a day. The Thrive 8-Week Experience has become the fastest growing health and wellness movement in North America. Over 10 million people have started the experience, and anywhere from 10 to 50,000 experience orders ship out every day. Why is this 6-letter word, THRIVE, turned into a phenomenon? Because it's simple. 1. Take 2 Thrive Premium Lifestyle Capsules on an empty stomach as soon as your feet hit the floor in the morning. 2. 20 minutes later, drink the Thrive Ultra Micronized Lifestyle Mix. 3. Apply patent-pending DFT Dermafusion technology to clean dry skin. That's it, you're all done. And now you're set to thrive for the day. Because it's innovative. We all have nutritional gaps. No matter how well we eat or live, we simply can't get the body everything it needs from a nutritional standpoint. That's why Thrive was formulated to supplement your diet and lifestyle. Once you complete your simple Thrive 3 steps in the morning, you've now introduced 3 different Thrive formulas that synergistically work as one, feeding your body over 100 premium-grade vitamins, minerals, plant extracts, digestive enzymes, probiotics, antioxidants, protein, fiber, and more. The premium-grade nutrition helps fill in your body's nutritional gaps because it flat out works. Check out what just a few Thrivers are saying about their Thrive experience.
I couldn't believe how great that I was feeling from it.
I noticed a huge difference. A huge difference. I didn't even think I needed it.
I'm down 73 pounds. I'm at my high school graduation weight.
I was more patient with my kids, sleeping better, really loving life again. I felt like I was in my 20s, early 20s again.
Because I've tried other products in the past, but it was like remembering to take this in the morning, take this in the afternoon, take this before bed. So the simplicity of those 3 steps felt like I was living my best life.
It really just rocked my world. It was energized, but it was joy.
From then on, it's just changed my life, and every day has been better.
It's like somebody installed new lights. Everything was brighter, clearer.
It's laughing and smiling and being present and not being so exhausted.
Thrive is where it's at.
Now that you've heard about Thrive, the next question is, are you ready to start the experience? Learn more at Lavelle.com and Facebook.com/LavelleBrands. Find out how to get your Thrive Experience products for free by referring 2 friends to do the experience with you. Find out how to not only earn free products, but earn commissions as well for sharing the Thrive Experience with others as a Lavelle brand promoter. The decision to take the Thrive Experience or share the experience with others is all up to you. Just start your Thrive Experience today.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Boom, welcome back. Hey, so I'm telling you, America. I'm telling you, well, world. I'm telling you, world. The United States, society in the United States has gone completely just batshit crazy. And yes, I did say that, batshit crazy. Sharon Osbourne, British TV personality, husband Ozzy Osbourne, musician. They had a reality show some years back. I forget what it was called, the Osbournes or something like that. But anyways, she's been a TV personality for a couple decades now. I would say almost going on 30 years. So going on. I'm utterly confused that cancel culture has turned their attention to her because of her defense of Piers Morgan and his tirade, I guess you could call it that, his diatribe towards Meghan Markle. And now they're saying like she's defending racism because he was racist in what he said about her. What? wait, back up. Let me make sure I got that right. She's racist because she's defending somebody said that was racist. Okay, but then, in this exchange between her and Cheryl Underwood on the show, this is what led up to the show being put on hiatus as they do this investigation. I don't know what there is to investigate because it was live, everybody's seen it, whatever. Is open and shut. If there was something that happened and is deemed okay, this violated company policy, and so be it. But obviously not. That's not the case. This is more of a let's wait for the pressure to mount to render a verdict. because ABC, NBC, whatever channel they're on, they're not really sure. They're waiting for public opinion to render the verdict for them. Because at the end, Sharon Osbourne has said some very, very, very much things over the years, as well as Whoopi Goldberg from The View, as well as Joy Behar from The View, as well as Rosie O'Donnell. The gamut of women and men, TV personalities that had TV shows and everything else, they all have said stuff that was like, whoa, hold on now, this is slowly roll. They all done it, and so I think it's because of the timing of culture that we're in right now is the only reason why she's under fire. Because I briskly didn't spend too much time on it because I don't care. I briskly watched the segment that they were talking about. Everyone was talking about. And I'm like, she's British, folks. If you don't understand British culture and how curt they are about certain things, about certain issues, then you're bound to get your feelings hurt when you interact with British people. I have several British friends, and they've said some things that in other perspectives would probably be deemed as offensive or fighting words, but that's just their nature. They're very curt people. They would say, first thing that pops into their mind, whether or not it is a um, what is it, politically correct thing to say or not, that's subjective, and that's how they see it. That's subjective. That's how you feel. F your feelings. I agree. I feel the same way. But I'm getting off track here. The thing is, she made some commentary about Julie Chen some time ago about being wonton, chinky eyes, slanty eyes, or whatever. And then later on, she referred to Sarah Gilbert, which was another host on the show, as a pea licker, not the just vagina liquor. Okay, but with an expletive because she's a lesbian. And I thought to myself when I heard that, I was like, "Where's the lie?" I digress. But I'm getting canceled. But seriously, folks, like let's think about this in context here. Like what are we getting? What did she do? I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, what did she do wrong? Like, I don't know. My mind is blown that. But we come to a point in society where we're going back and we're trying to chastise and correct people's personal their natural habitats. Okay, to say that she's being racist because she defended a racist comment made by somebody else is that's really absurd. Number one. Number two, if she had made all these commentaries over the years, which Holly Robinson Pete even came out recently, and she was on the show back in 2011, saying that she was forced off the show, perhaps by Osborne, talking to the executives and everything to get her fired because she was ghetto. Allegedly. Folks, that was 10 years ago. If you're coming out now because there's this bandwagon attack, then you were not serious about your job in the first place. You were not serious about what happened, and I'm sure there was probably more to it that translated in versus what's going on right now. Leah Remini said that she had said some disparaging comments to her back then when she was on the show as well. Folks, you can't sit there and be like, get all quiet when you leave a show, leave a job, and then you see that this person that was such your tormentor over the years is under fire for something. You want to come out and say, yeah, me too. No, no. No, sit your ass down. No, you don't get to say anything. If you didn't call it out at the time that it happened, if you didn't speak up for yourself at the time that it happened, you were not afraid. You can say that you were under some kind of, spell, or that you were just you were scared, or because you said you didn't make a big deal of it at the time. Don't wait now. Don't come out now. It's the same thing I say about the Me Too movement. It's the same thing I say about all that kind of stuff. Don't wait till that person is in the spotlight for something. Don't wait till that person is about to run for office. Don't wait till that person is about to do something. Courage does not come when someone that you dislike becomes famous. It doesn't work that way, folks. And I now wish when the rest of society gets that, when you actually understand that I can't go after somebody decades later, literally in most cases that we've been seeing, decades later, because they're doing something, they're achieving something in life. I made a Facebook post about that, about cancel culture. That this book I just finished reading, The War on History, and how cancel culture is, the folks that are involved in cancel culture. The author is Jared Stepman, and he said it. He said it very, very pointedly. Those that are coming after people in this cancel culture movement did not achieve anything in life, so they feel like they need to go back and revisit, be a history revisionist. And I totally agree with that. I totally agree, 100%, hands down. You're that petty, that much of a sorry individual, seriously, that you're looking for something to make it. You're looking to make an anthill, a molehill out of an anthill, because you're that sorry of an individual. That's what cancel culture is relegated to. You couldn't accomplish anything in life, so you want to undo other people's work. You want to undo other people's achievements and accomplishments in whatever capacity that may have been in, good or bad. Folks, anyways, I digress. South Carolina lawmaker, his name is Representative Cesar McKnight, introduced a bill. He's a Democrat. He introduced a bill banning sex reassignment for minors. Now, he made the news because his bill, which is entitled the Vulnerable Child Compassion and Protection Act, was signed on to by 23 Republicans. They're like, yes, yes, common sense legislation, common sense law, yes. Why is it that society is supporting gender reassignment surgeries for minors who don't know any better? We already talked about this stuff over the last couple of weeks, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But I just want to throw that out there. Why are people in an uproar? White liberals in an uproar that a black man introduced legislation that's part of their team to say, "Hey, leave the kids out of this." I want you to think about that. And he goes on to explain himself a little. Black liberals, black Democrats tend to be conservative. And so this movement that we're seeing come on the horizon of things in the last few years are having, encouraging children, literally children, to make a self-determination on what gender they want to be. No, no. I think a good portion of common sense black folks, any kind of folks for that matter, will not be on board with that. So the folks down to the bottom of the hour, show me. As I said at the top of the show, show me. Show me where we go wrong. Just show me. Show me what law is racist that's still being implemented today. Yes, there were racist laws. Books, I get it. Show me what's going on that is beneficial to this nation by this administration. Show me. Passing out stimulus checks. Okay. Money that's ours anyways. At the end of the day. if you want to go there. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. Folks, at 3 o'clock today Eastern time, will coming up. Keep it locked right here on TECNTV.com. Then we have The World Today with Rose with Jabo at 4 p.m. Eastern. Right here on my rants for Friday, March 19th, 2021. It's been great. It's been a pleasure, as always. And Monday, God willing, I'll be here to share with you more rants and ravings from the weekend chaos that's about to transpire, I'm sure. Because there is a lot of stuff. And I was like, ooh, I'll talk about that next week. But anyways, you can pick up my book. Please, get my book. Matter of fact, get my book. Go get it. Sometimes you have to just tell people to do stuff. So go get my book on Amazon format. Like I say, I am in the works on a second book. You can follow me on Twitter, Gap, Parler, LinkedIn. Quit trying to recruit me on LinkedIn, people. Just stop. Okay? I'm not interested. We can be friends. Sure, I'll push your products, if I'm interested in doing that. But stop trying to recruit me into stuff. No, stop it. You can follow me on MeWe or connect with me on all the platforms. I'd love to have you. Love to get to know you, get introductions and all that good stuff. Yeah, if you want to be a guest on the show, you can email me at rperm@gmail.com. You want to be a sponsor of the show, share your products, services, what you offer. Be happy to do that for you as well. And if you want to donate, support me as I support you, you can do so with rperm for US. That's RPURHAM for US on PayPal and on Cashapp. Folks, take care. God bless you all. Have a safe and blessed weekend, and we will see you all next week.
You are listening to the Exceptional Conservative Network. For more information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.